Yeah, what I do is one of those things where it's it's the time is now. The time is coming. It's been time, right? And God works in mysterious ways and will wait. Sometimes you gotta wait, especially with those generational planets that are tied into generations. Sometimes you have to wait for things to happen with the planets before you'll really see shifts. And even with that, you still have your individual people, and how we move. So we can only grow and go so much as the individual within themselves regarding their spiritual growth and how they've come out of generational curses and what are they doing now to feed their spirit versus their ego. Are they going through the ascension and process? Is their feminine masculine energy in alignment? Do you understand your natal chart? Do you understand the houses and how to read things and why you are the way you are? Why things are happening in this lifetime? Why you have the family you have? Why did you attract the friends you have or the relationships you have? Or why is things going the way they are in the world or with business, or if you're, into humanitarian stuff? Like, there's so many reasons as to why people are brought into this life, literally the way they're brought into this life. And what I've learned, through all of this is it's not our job to judge or to be hypocritical. The bigger portion to that cycle of what's going on, and I'll kind of condense it, for this purpose, is that we are here to undo the injustices that we've done to each other. And the only way to do that is to look at a situation and come from a place of compassion, come from a place of understanding, and to do right by people, to do things that you don't want done to you. So even though you may have energies coming in this lifetime based upon past lives or what they need to learn and experience, and they literally have cycled based upon their choices, some people, when you really think that through, when you think of certain people's situations and what's going on in the 1 to 3D dimension, that's a hard pill to swallow. And I'm here to help people swallow that pill. And it's not taking anything away from anyone's situation. But the thing is, until you can get comfortable about an uncomfortable conversation and topic, you're not going to be able to see the truth behind it and how to heal and how to move forward. And so that's why I'm so passionate about everything I do, because it centers around generational curses. And at the end of the day, that affects your mental health. That affects how you think spiritually, how you move in the physical, and how you handle your emotions, and what you allow in and what you allow out and what you suppress. So yes, I'm super excited for, what I do, and finally coming into what I do and understanding why I'm here. It was once I really got the clear vision, it was it. And I've been going ever since. I've been on a move ever since. And it's because I'm working out of a pure, passionate place, so I'm excited about that. And another thing that's really important, with the Divine Nine is, now with everything I'm doing, I think it's easier for people to be like, oh, I really actually want to hear that side of the story. It's not about me telling the story. It's just knowing that there's another side of the story about God's literature out there, about women out there, right? About what's going on in the world and why we are going back and forth and tit for tat, or why is it so hard to enjoy what I call this vacation while we're here on Earth. This is just another vacation spot. So if you on vacation, good and well, the great I am, the higher source, whatever you may call it, whatever your label is in the 1 to 3D dimension, it's no way possible that your mama and your daddy's not going to make sure you have your black card, and to make sure you have everything you need. They gave everybody and everything something to their disposal, in the sense of you have all the resources, all the tools you need, internally and externally. But we are literally have come down on vacation, and the ego, which is the devil, that's the devil energy. It's no outside sources. It's the ego within ourselves that is the devil, that will literally allow you to think you're writing your story, but you're not. The ego's writing your story. So you're going out of ego, out of, that. But the thing is, the ego can only survive as much as you feed it. And because of how we come into the world, because of past lifetimes, if you believe in it or not, nevertheless, because of how we're recycled in our choices prior to, then you're going to get some interesting mixes, is all I'm going to say. Just some interesting mixes. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more to the story. And there's a lot of people out there now who are better off and know and can preach in a testimony of saying, hey, I was able to change my life around just by knowing my natal chart, by knowing like where the house is in the plane, what house was in this and what planet was in this. Do I really understand me? oh, that's why I'm attracting things. I've always been listening to my ego, but if I quiet my ego on my mind and deal with things and allow things to purge, I can hear my spirit more. I can hear my intuition more. My intuition is going to show me and tell me things, right? But if you have literally been lied to your whole life and all of a sudden, you know, somebody come out of nowhere and tell you this, that, and the third, you're going to be like, nah, I don't believe it. Nah, I don't believe it. It's going to be very hard, very hard. And so imagine being told, everyone in the world waking up, right? Literally allowing the third eye to be awoken and them being able to see that their whole life up until that point was a lie. It was not really truth. It was a delusion. And you were just kind of going with the flow of the ego. And now you have the opportunity to stop ego, take a moment to rest, and write your own story. But it's going to be a journey, and it's going to be some very strategic and hard work in order for you to reach that. Some people don't want to put in that work. Excuse me, some people do. And for those who do, those are the people that are in the position, you know, to really be like, you know what, I can build generational wealth for my family line now. The roots of my tree are actually, they're different. You know what I'm saying? They're not rotted. They're not, you know, it's been healed. We planting things differently. We're using the right water. We're not using, you know, bleach as water. Even, you know, it's just being awakened to things. So it's just like, I can build a legacy. I can build generational wealth. I can have that for the family trees, because all of that ties into the bigger family tree. The better off we treat ourselves and how we treat our family and our friends and community and the world, it ties into the world. And the reason why the world is the way that it is and you have what's going on is because we treat the world as we treat ourselves. And if you treat, you know what I'm saying, when you think about that, you don't want anybody to mistreat you, but you sometimes can be quick to mistreat someone else. So when you're quick to mistreat anything, what happens? They're going to be on the what? The defense. They're going to be saying, hey, stop. And they're going to do everything you can because they feel like they're being attacked, or they feel like their life is coming to what? An end. They don't have any other way out. So they're going to be pushing and pushing and pushing. And guess what the universe is doing? Guess what the world is doing? Because we keep killing and killing and killing and pushing and pushing and pushing and not working with the resources and God's black card that was given to us. But instead we're pushing. And by pushing, the world, of course, is going to push back. So yes, we're going to have hurricanes. Yes, we're going to have tornadoes. Yes, we're going to have everything you think of with global warming. And the reason why we live in a world that can't see that is because what? The ego is the devil. We have nothing, and we've always had nothing but egotistical people running this world, right? Egotistical energies running this world. And a lot of it is rooted in masculine energy. Masculine energy has always led the world, and we've been led like that for a very long time. Now God's like, all right, you guys, I'm proud of the progress, right? We got the wheel moving, but you guys have chosen, masculine energy, to withhold information. You're choosing to kill the creation. You're choosing to kill the will. You're killing the legacy. You're killing that generational wealth. So let me continue to send generations and people that are a testament to what you guys are trying to extract out. And that is all it is. God's always going to send people. But the thing is, if you pay attention to why there hasn't really been people so-called sent after a certain time frame, it's because we weren't listening and we weren't getting it. God's going to only send so many manifestations and people within a certain period of time frame saying the exact same things just based upon what is really needed in that time frame, right? And when you think of life, things change every single day. Are we changing with the universe? Are we changing with the world, or are we trying to hold on to something that doesn't serve us? And when you do that, you bring a bigger and a deeper crack into the surface of not only yourself, but why you're here.